Hey Fit Family, do you know what the number one determining factor in your success is? Alright, I've talked about it before. It's up here. It's the thoughts that occupy your mind. Because they control and they dictate everything else in your life. Everything stems from what happens up here. And so if we're not having thoughts that are positive, that are encouraging, that are uplifting, that are telling us that we're capable, then we're not going to do any of the things that are going to be in line with moving us forward. And, studies have shown that we have over 51,000 thoughts a day, and 80% of those are negative. All right, so, where does that come from? Number one, part of it is that evolutionary-wise, we were trained and wired to focus a little bit more on the negative, like, oh shoot, we don't have enough food, we got to go get more food, and being aware of predators and things like that. But now, obviously, that's not the case anymore. Some of that evolution is still coming today, but we are absolutely bombarded by negative news, right? Negative things that are happening in the world, from news outlets to stories and articles that get released to things that are said on the radio to social media. And why? Because negative sells, negative gets our attention, and so we attach to that more. And so the majority of the input that's coming into our minds is negative on a regular basis. So we need to be aware of that and to start to filter that or minimize that in different ways so that we can determine what our success is going to be by changing the thoughts that are happening up here, right? This is the way that works. Your thoughts determine the words and the actions that you take, all right? The words that you say. Those actions and words then become habits. Once you do it once, it makes it easier to do again. And then when you do it over and over again, that becomes a habit. Your habits determine your character. Your character ultimately determines what your future, what your destiny is. And so if we want to change our destiny, if we want better success, more things in our life, better health, better relationships, better finances, everything, better mindset, if we want that, we have to improve our character. To improve that, we got to change our habits. To improve our habits, we got to change the things, the actions that we do take, the words that we say, and to change those, we have to change our thoughts. And that ultimately comes from our beliefs and our values. And so to influence the end result, those things that we want, we have to change up here. That's where it comes from. You act because of how you think. If you don't think you are of worth or that you deserve great things in your life, then you won't act. And you won't say the things that will move you in that direction. You won't even ask the questions to see if there's opportunity or to see if other people can help you in other ways, right? If we believe in ourselves, if we believe that we're capable, if we believe that we're of worth, if we believe that we deserve good things in our life, then we'll ask questions to get help from other people. We'll take the actions necessary to be able to move us forward. It's all about your thoughts. You are ultimately the CEO of your life. You run your life. You have 100% responsibility for the results that you have in your life. And as hard as that is to hear sometimes, it is the truth. Like, the results that you have in your life are the exact fulfillment of everything that you've done or haven't done in your life up until this moment. You've created that yourself. And if you want something different, you have to understand that it has to change up here so that we take different actions, we say different things to create different habits, to improve our character, to then create a different end result. All right, the number one factor to determine your success is the thoughts that occupy your mind. So how are you moving forward? And that is going to include influencing the mindset of your inner circle, those people that are close to you, is that you want to then also make sure that they're doing that as well. But we can't just tell other people to change and think more positive. Is we need to be that example first, and then other people will see what it is that we're doing, and then they can follow suit, and then they're going to feed into us more, which then creates this circle of more positivity, more optimism, more self-love and confidence, and more capable thoughts that we can move forward. So just know how are you moving forward in that side? How are you improving those thoughts that are happening? In this time of quarantine, you have the time to be able to set aside for that. That's the best part. We can reinvent ourselves right now, and we can change so much in our lives. And 6 months down the road, we can look back and see the amazing things that we did, that we utilized our time well to be able to move us forward.